Hello, everybody. It's me, Shannon LaBriere. I am live and loving it tonight. Welcome to Sunday Night Live, where we explore the principles that allow you to thrive in change. Tonight, we are going to be exploring one of the Thrive principles that I go back to time and time again, and it is trust the process. All manner of change is a process. All manner of adapting to change is a process. All manner of thriving in change is a process. And if you know the process, the principles that underpin how we deal with every kind of change, if you know those things, you can thrive. Thrive principle is hashtag trust the process. Hello, Tammy. Welcome. So glad you're on live. It's great to see you. For those of you who are just jumping on, be sure you say hi. Oh, Mary's here. Hi. I love to see who's here. Love when you just give a shout out. And if you've never been on Sunday Night Live before, never participated live, I encourage you, if this is your first time or if it's your 100th time, put your name in the comments, say hello. If you've never done it, you'll have to give StreamYard permission, and then they'll use your Facebook profile and your picture, and we'll know who you are when you comment. Ah, Pam, I'm so glad you're here. We are already assembling a powerful group here tonight. This is awesome. All right, so speaking of awesome, our sponsor for Sunday Night Live is Thumb Roast Coffee. It is clean, it is delicious, it is locally roasted here in the Thumb of Michigan, which makes me happy because I lived in the Thumb of Michigan for many years. And if you've never had Thumb Roast Coffee, I've got good news for you. You can order it online no matter where you live. If you're in Alaska, you can order Thumb Roast Coffee and get fresh, clean, freshly roasted, delicious coffee right into your mailbox. All you have to do is go to thumbroastcoffee.com and use the coupon code THRIVE. And those of you who are um, Sunday Night Live veterans will know what the coupon code is. THRIVE. You will not be sorry. It's delicious stuff. And now's the time to order your pumpkin spice. And it's clean. It's not artificial pumpkin spice. It's the real deal. You will love it. All right. So let's get started. I promised. Oh, hi, Philip. Glad you're here. All right. I promised that we would tonight be talking about the three things that you need to do, the three steps to implementing positive change in your life. Mentally or virtually, I should say. Raise your hand. Are there positive changes you want in your life? I know I've got them. I've got positive things that I want to do. I've got positive things that I want to be. And I know you're the same. There are things that we want. So I've got three steps that help me. I just shared these with somebody on Friday, had a delightful lunch, and shared that one of the things that I've used the most in my life is the three steps that I'm getting ready to share with you. It's as easy as one, two, three. But before we talk about those steps, I've got another thing, one thing that we need to talk about before we get into our one, two, three. Because if we don't understand this one thing, yeah, Philip, I love, yes, you raised your hand emoji. That is awesome. There is one thing that if we don't keep it in mind, we will never even start on that beautiful, surprising, delightful, uncomfortable journey of growing and changing in positive ways. All right, are we ready? Oh, Marie, I'm glad you're here. This is great, you guys. Thanks for jumping in. Let's see, make sure I've got all these people here. Oh, yeah, we're good. All right, so the three steps are these. They're easy peasy, you guys. You've heard them a million times. Good, better, and best. Good, better, best. Those are the three things that if we will follow those steps, we will be able to implement that positive change that we say we want. And here, I'm just giving it all to you up front, you guys. Write it down. You can check out. You can go get a cup of Thumb Roast coffee and call it a night if you want. Actually, no, stick around and throw your 2 cents in. I love to hear how what I'm saying is stirring things up in you. So, those 3 steps that we need to be able to have the positive change that we want in our life is good. Thank you, Philip. Better and best. And here's the one thing that we all need to remember. All of us need to remember so that we don't get stuck before we even get started. Here's the one thing. Nobody's good the first time. Nobody's good the first time. Understand that any new thing that you get ready to do, you are not going to be good the first time you do it. Here's the thing. None of us loves not being good, right? Who now that Philip's got his hand raise emoji that he can use, raise those virtual hands or give me a thumbs up, right? Give me a thumbs up on the post. How many of you just love stinking at everything you try? Don't you just love it when you go out to do something new and you fall flat on your face, right? I can remember years ago, many years ago, I got a tambourine for my birthday. I got a tambourine for my birthday, and I practiced and practiced playing the tambourine to the song. This is going to age me, you guys. I Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher. So for those young ones in the audience, go Google that. It's hilarious, actually. It's a hilarious video. But the tambourine part was very, very simple. Dun 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 dun. I can't hum any more, or Facebook will take me off the air because I'm using proprietary music. But go Google I Got You, Babe, and listen to that tambourine part. And I practiced that over and over and over and over. And I just knew that I had nailed the tambourine. I mean, how hard is it to play the tambourine? So I was bragging. I was bragging to my Sunday school teacher, actually, of how, what an amazing, makes me laugh to think about. I blush thinking I was bragging so much about what a great tambourine player I was. And she says, really, really? I says, oh yes. I do it just so, and it sounds great. And I really know how loud or how soft, and I can even make the jingler things. I didn't know what they're called. I still don't know what they're called. I can make it kind of make a different noise if I shake my hand a little way. Because you guys, I had been playing I Got You, Babe with Sonny and Cher for endless hours. And she happened to be a musician, and she started playing the organ. And it turns out, you guys, I was really, really bad at playing the tambourine. Really bad. I could not keep a beat. I couldn't do all that jingly stuff that I thought I was hearing when I was playing I Got You, Babe. It was mortifying. I was so embarrassed. And I hated the way that felt. I wasn't any good. Here's the thing. You're never good. Never good the first time you do something. Never good the first time. So if we want to implement positive change in our life, we are going to have to understand and come to terms with that if we've never done something, we are not going to be good at it. Makes sense? Are you with me? So here's the next truth bomb. Since when we're going to do something new, we are never going to be good at it because we've never done it. That's understandable. So we're never good the first time we do something. And if we want to change, it means we haven't done this before, right? So it's kind of automatic that we're not going to be good at it. right? We're going to have to learn as we go, learn as we grow, right? There's one little thing that kind of gets in our way, and it is this: we are very good at staying the same. That feels awesome. As terrible as it felt for me as a kid to just blow it playing the tambourine, it felt really good when I was able to keep doing the things I was already good at. And as adults, we are good at dealing with the here and now, and we are good at making the best of what we've got. We are good at what we have. And that makes it really hard sometimes to let go of the status quo because we're good at it. Even if it's awful, you guys, even if the status quo is something that we don't want, that we don't like, that is causing us harm or distress or sadness, we still prefer what we know to the thing that we don't. And that is a stumbling block for change. When we are comfortable dealing with the status quo and uncomfortable doing something new because we don't want to fail and we don't want to mess up and we don't want to stink, that combination will make it very difficult for you to change until you're aware of it. So, congratulations. I'm shaking all of your hands. Congratulations. You now know that you are more comfortable in the status quo, and it's going to be more challenging to change because it's the unknown and you don't want to stink the first time you do anything. But now that you're aware of it, you can intentionally choose. And Carol put in that, yeah, Carol put in that phrase that I love so much. We let go of the good to become great. Good, better, best. Once we understand that we are more comfortable in the status quo and that we are not going to be great the first time we do something, you are equipped to take your next step. And you will not be blindsided by the discovery that you actually aren't good at it. I was blindsided by the fact that I could not play the tambourine like an expert. I was 9 years old, doggone it, and I should have been able to play that tambourine. And I never picked it up again. I didn't even enjoy playing it to I Got You, Babe. I didn't like the way it felt to not be good. And I wasn't mature enough and wasn't motivated enough to push past that feeling. Because here's what I know: when you decide to start on that path toward change, whatever it is that you have to do that's different than what you're doing now, and you understand that you're going to make a couple of mistakes, you might make some big ones. You're not going to nail it the first time you try, but you can get past that. Once you understand that, and when the hiccups happen, you're not shocked. You're not thrown off track. You know that's what it takes to grow, to get the kind of change we want to see in our lives is going to require us to take risk. We are going to have to risk that inevitable moment of not being good the first time. I'm going to tell you though, it doesn't take long. After that first time and you get over that hump, you can get good pretty quick. You can get good pretty quick. You can get good without a whole lot of suffering, without a whole lot of, what do I want to put? Without a whole lot of discomfort. You can get good. And then good becomes your status quo. And it is so easy, like Carol said, she reminded us, right? It's so easy to think, oh, I'm good now. I got it. It doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore. I'm okay. This is doable. And we sit because it feels comfortable there. It's good. but we can't stay at good if we want to grow and if we want those positive changes that we say we want. We can't just take a few steps and say, oh, I've grown now. Whew, this is great. And sit. We have to say, all right, I'm good. What does it take to get a little better? Get over the hump, you guys. That one thing that's going to stop you from actually beginning your journey. Understand you're not going to be the good the first time, but after a few times, you're going to be passable. It's going to be okay. You then use that momentum, the fact that you're good, to say, okay, what can I do to make this better? What can I do to build on this good? And do that stretch. Do that stretch like a rubber band. Oof. A rubber band is useful because it stretches. If it doesn't stretch, it's just like a piece of string in a circle that doesn't hold anything together, doesn't accomplish anything. But as you stretch from good to better, now things start to really get moving. But you have to be intentional about that. You can't stop just because it feels good here. You have to understand, if I'm going to get what I say I want, if I'm going to get that degree, I'm going to have to do more than just go online and look up classes or make the phone call or find out about financing. Good is only good for so long. And then we're either complacent or we're getting out of there and working toward better. This isn't just about skills, but it shows up easily in skills. Being good at something, passable, and then getting better at it where, wow, I'm not just bottom of the line here. I'm kind of stretching here. This is pretty good. Because as we grow, as we pursue getting better, we get more comfortable with failure. We get more comfortable with mistakes. They don't stop us. We get comfortable with the discomfort. That's a better way to put it. We get comfortable with the discomfort of failure, of mistakes. We understand it's part of the process, right? Hashtag trust the process. If you want something, if you want a goal, you want to take a big trip, you might have a few hits and misses the first time you try to get started. Maybe you don't put enough money away. Maybe you go in your bank account and pull the savings out every couple of weeks because of this or that. Don't be discouraged. Don't stop. Nobody's good the first time they ever do anything. You'll get the hang of it. You'll figure it out. Keep on keeping on. Because as you get better, like Carol said, we can let go of the good so that we can grasp the great. When we get better and we get better and we get better, this is the beautiful thing. To get good requires a certain amount of investment, whether it's in a skill, whether it's in our attitude, we want to improve our character. This is anything, any area where you want to have a positive change. Getting good takes a certain amount of effort. Getting better takes more effort. There's that section where you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm hitting my head on a lid. I just can't seem to get over this hump. I'm just this good and no more. I'm like that playing the keyboard. There are some things musically that I do that I'm very comfortable with, and playing the keyboard is becoming one of them, but I'm not quite there yet. And I feel like I've just been hitting my head on the top of mediocrity for a while now, but I am not going to stop. I am letting go of the good. I am not going to settle for being able to play just this way and no better on the keyboard. I want to get really good. I want to get better. And getting better means I push up against that lid. I figure out what skills do I need to acquire so that I can get over it. Keep on moving. Because it takes a certain amount of effort to get good. It takes quite a bit more effort to get better and better and better and better. But the difference between better and best is only a little bit more. My mentor and friend John Maxwell says this all the time. It takes more to go from good to great. Not a lot more, but it does take more. If you want to be the best, it will take more effort, but not as much as it took to get from good all the way through better. Does that give you any hope? It gives me so much hope that, you know what? I'm not just stuck here being mediocre. I am little by little by little by little gaining skills, and I will put in the extra effort I need to get to the level where I know I want to be. Not everybody was cut out to be Mozart. I was not. I will not be Mozart. There is nothing I can do that will ever make me play the piano like Mozart. But I know that I can be my best, and I'm not going to stop until I am. Where in your life do you know you need to make a change and you've been afraid because you thought, if I go and try that, I could really mess it up? If I go into that support group the first time, I am not going to know what to do and it is going to be terrible. Yeah, it might be the first time you go, but the second time you go, now you can get good. Every positive change requires getting over that hump of being afraid to be good, getting over the hump of letting go of the status quo, where we're really good. We're excellent at the status quo, right? Because we've been doing it a while. All right, we've got great comments here. Let's see what we have. It's been a while since I looked at comments. You guys have been patient. All right, so Carol says, oh, Philip just called. Yeah, our comfort zone. Philip nailed it. It's our comfort zone. We get in our comfort zone and we feel like it's good there. Carol says you needed someone in your life to encourage you. Yes, we all do. We all need somebody to encourage us as we suffer, I guess, those initial failures, those initial hiccups. Marie says, I think I'm almost over the hump of self-confidence to accomplish my goal. Yes! Congratulations, Marie. Whatever that goal is, it's saying something to get over that hump. But once you get over it, oh, momentum starts to build and it's beautiful. It's worth it. Mary says, seriously, yesterday I laughed at myself because it only took me 3 minutes to take a picture instead of 7 minutes. We applaud you, Mary. We applaud you. Technology isn't something that comes easy to all of us, and you are persevering, even if it doesn't come easily to you. Congratulations. And look at the improvement. 3 minutes over 7 minutes. Somebody who's good at math will have to do that. Do that for me. That is a huge improvement. Practice, 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 says Carol. Yeah. And Carol says, love the words my best. Yeah, let's think about that. My best isn't necessarily your best. We all have different gifts and talents and abilities, and it is A-OK if you are not as good as the person next to you, or as good as that superstar, or as smart as, or as good of a chess player as that world champion. It is okay. You get to decide what your best looks like. I just don't want you to stop until you have achieved your best. You were designed to grow. You were designed to expand. You were designed to have positive influence on the people around you. And the way you do that is by not falling victim to, I'm afraid to try it because I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to sing like that because I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to go there because I'm afraid I won't fit in. All of the things that we forbid ourselves to do because we're afraid we won't be good the first time. Well, guess what? No surprise, you probably won't be. And that's okay. Know it, be prepared for it, consider it a badge of honor, and keep on going. I love it. All right. What else have you got, you guys? Where are you planning to start changing? Get over that hump of fear. Do the thing you've never done before, or do the thing that's been calling at your heart and you've just been putting it off, putting it off, putting it off. What is it? You're going to be okay. I promise. I promise you are going to be okay. It's all right. Nobody's good the first time. You're not going to be good. You're just like me, just like everyone else. But you will get good, and you will get good pretty quickly if you're consistent. Where do you want to get good? I want to get better. I want good, better, best. I want to get better at playing the keyboard. I want to get better at facilitating conversations. I want to get better at spreading the news about the things I do so that people who are interested can take advantage of them and participate. These are areas where I know I've not been good right the first time, but I'm getting good. And once I'm good, I'm going to keep on so that I can get better and better and better. That momentum grows. It happens for you too. Let yourself get some momentum going. Don't be discouraged if you stunk. It's okay. I was a terrible tambourine player and I let it ruin my tambourine career, you guys. I was a terrible keyboard player, but I didn't let it stop me. I did it anyway. And now I'm a good one. I can do what I need to do. And I want to get better. Where do you want to get better? Where do you need to let go of the comfort, like Philip said, the comfort of our zone where we know we're good at this, even if it's dysfunctional, at least I know how to handle it. I'm good at this. I'm great at juggling all the dysfunctionality. Look at me go. Yeah, but it's dysfunctionality. Still, we often choose it instead of choosing the unknown path of doing something new that we might not succeed at the first time. I'm here to tell you, you can do it. I love it if you do it. I want to know if you did it so that I can rejoice with you. Oh, Marie says, I guess I'm going to have to go get voice lessons. Marie, that's amazing. Yes, do it. Go get voice lessons. Give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? If you're bad at it, they'll help you get better. They will. It's awesome. Marie, that's awesome. Let us know how that goes. All right, you guys, it is time to wrap up. I love you. I love to encourage you, and you guys encourage me. We all need somebody who's going to lean in our ear and say, you can do it. I know you can. Don't give up. This is one of those times. Hashtag trust the process. You're going to try something new. You are not going to be great the first time, but you will get better. And then once you get over that hump, it's good, better, and then you've got the best. You get to choose how far you go. Don't let the comfort of the now prevent you from getting all the good stuff that's out there. Oh, you're welcome, Philip. You're welcome. And Marie says, I encourage her. Yes, that's my plan. I'm so glad. Thank you. And Carol says, Saturday morning leadership classes. Yes, we didn't talk about live stream leadership today. Thank you, Carol. She said, they've changed my life in every area. I didn't even know I needed improvement in some areas. Boy, that's the trap I fall into. Also, Carol, I don't know what I don't know. I didn't even know I needed improvement in some areas, but I have learned by being at class every Saturday morning, every area. Join us if you can. Shannon can help you with the information. She's right. It's for women. So those of you who are men, I don't have a Saturday morning leadership class for you, at least not yet. But those of you who are women and want to jump into live stream leadership or just give it a try to see what it is, we would love to have you. All you have to do is ship me a comment. You can send me a message. I'd love to fill you in on what it is about. You can also find the information at livestreamleadership.com. And you can click around there and see some of the things that I do. And there's information about the live stream leadership program there. Thank you, Carol, for bringing it up. You are invited, ladies. You are invited. Love to have you. It's a great thing to be able to grow surrounded by people who encourage you, who understand you, and who are willing to sharpen you. It's a wonderful thing. All right, with that, mwah, God bless you. Have a great week, and I will see you soon. Bye.